Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Frantic Nerdcast, episode number 77. We are back.
You got it right.
I know I did. It's amazing.
We usually have a 7-minute conversation before starting to remember the number.
Someone
And you didn't ask. I was worried.
Well done.
I checked the master sheet before we started.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. What'd you say?
What?
Did you ask a question?
No, I didn't.
No, but
actually.
we're in Bizarro World because we checked the run sheet this week and you didn't. So shit's going to get real tonight.
I knew the number. Well, on that note, why don't we say what we're doing tonight?
We are going to talk about the One Piece Season 2 trailer. Ooh. Very excited about that.
I'll give a recap of my ETB battle with Brock.
You don't have to.
Oh, I'd like to.
I bet you would, but you don't have to. We'll have a chat about PAX, and looks like we're going to have a little bit of a chat about some deck builders.
Yes, I'm going to chat about some deck builders and how awesome deck builders are and why people should fall in love with deck builders if they have not fallen in love with said deck builders.
They are fun.
Deck builders are pretty fun.
They really are indeed. How do we want to start this off?
At the beginning.
I'll say, anything exciting happening this week?
What is this week? No.
Monday.
I say I'm catching up to it finally, but I'm a season and a half into Night Agent.
Okay.
It is fan-fucking-tastic.
You're a bit late.
I'm a bit late to the party. I'm aware. We were sitting there the other night going, "Oh, we just finished something. What do we watch?
Yeah.
And it just popped up. I was like, "Everyone says it's good. Let's just throw it on." We were hooked instantly.
I'm late to season 2, so I haven't actually started season 2 yet.
I haven't started
season 1 was fucking incredible.
Season 1 was fantastic. So this year I found my favorite movie death, old mate in Mission Impossible with the plane. At the end.
Yep.
That was best. And this has my favorite TV death when the old loves the sniper up on the rig, and she just comes out of nowhere and just bursts her over the edge. I'm like, did you see that coming? I didn't see that coming. Okay, I was expecting like a shot to ricochet and hit her or something, and like eventually for her to stumble and fall, but not in that way. So I was like, wow.
I think my favorite TV death is still Mira, whatever her name is, in House of Cards, where she's the reporter and the president. Her and the president are meeting in like a subway, and they're just talking, and then because he's been banging her, they're talking, and then he just gets her and goes and pushes her in front of a train, kills her, and you're just like, the fuck?
But yeah, like Night Agent season 1, from start to finish, it was brilliant. We were engaged. Like I was a bit hesitant when the little warning tags come up, like strong violence and blood and gore. I was like, oh, this could not be very good for Lisa, but no, it was well done. It was good. It
really was a surprise, like a sneaker for most people. I think no one really expected it, and because I remember it came up and I was like, oh, what's this? Click.
Fuck yeah.
It was like,
18 hours later.
Yeah. And it, like Netflix didn't really advertise it. Nobody was talking about it, as you said. So everybody got that same feeling.
And had like no big names or anything in it.
But I think like the storyline was somewhat believable. Like nothing was over the top. Like they'll never put in the Mission Impossible scenarios where like this is going to happen and he escapes by the skin of his teeth. Like everything was plausible. Everything made sense with how he escaped or got to the next part of the mission and those things. But yeah, it was brilliant.
Is it based on a book?
Probably.
I want to say it is, but I don't know.
It's very Tom Clancy. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was based on a Tom Clancy book or whoever does Jack Ryan.
But yeah, so we're halfway through season 2 now. It's probably not as good as the first one, but it's still quite good.
Yeah.
So it's so season 2 basically he's at the end of season 1 he leaves on the plane. Season 2 picks up with him like halfway through his first mission and shit goes south and that's what leads to this. Rose is back in it too. I was worried like those shows, especially like with.
You have to remind me who was Rose again.
It's
been a while since I've watched this show.
Rose was the girl that he ended up protecting. That was
not
the hacker, the computer genius sort of thing that he ended up falling for. So I was like, oh, is this going to be like a bit like Jack Reacher, where the cast sort of he continues, but the other cast sort of left behind. But he and Rose continue on to this one. So it's the president's still the same, but obviously everyone else is new, considering everyone else basically was either killed or a bad guy in the first one. So.
Matthew Quirk.
Okay.
Wrote a book. It only came out in like 2019, so it's actually not that old of a book for when the series was done, because the series was 2023.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I have just noticed something here now. For those of you at home, we have a monitor here with all the cameras on it. And I've just noticed something that compared to last week, if you look at Zach and you look at Brock, last week Brock had a certain thing behind him here.
Yeah, he got upset.
It is now behind Zach, I've noticed.
He got upset.
already said we don't need to talk about it.
I will be talking about it. Don't you worry.
Ooh, sneaky.
But yeah,
there was nothing sneaky about it. I said, take the fucking box.
Go watch Night Agent if you haven't, guys. It's brilliant. I was going to say fun for all ages. It's not fun for all ages, but it's fun for most ages.
I imagine it would be fun for all ages, just not recommended.
I really enjoyed it. It was a really fun show. And
so season 3 is coming out shortly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck, we're going to have to get on season 2.
But yeah, so season 2, 10 episode season as well, guys, and not lengthy episodes, like around that 40 minutes to 55-ish is the longerish one. So
from memory, I think we binged it over a weekend.
Yeah, we started it on Saturday, I think, and we finished it Monday night or something. So yeah,
it was good in the way that you could binge it and not get bored and sort of distracted as the episodes were going. You were there was always something happening that kept you intrigued rather than just like, oh shit, I've missed something. Rewind.
I'm starting to enjoy shows like this, so I can start to outthink the show. And is it going to be this person? And they said that. Does that really mean this though? All those things.
That's why I keep telling you got to watch fucking Broadchurch, man.
I'm going to.
Broadchurch is one of those shows you will not fucking pick who it is.
I think literally it's one of those ones where as soon as it pops up in a feed to watch, it'll be on. It just hasn't popped up yet.
Broadchurch season 1, baby. You will watch it, and at the end you're going to be like, that was fucking amazing.
But while we're speaking on TV shows,
yes.
Lisa has been converted to Seinfeld.
Oh, I hate Seinfeld.
I know. You either love Seinfeld or you hate it.
I
and she
don't find
hated
it funny.
Forever. But I was putting it on to go to sleep to, and she was waking up lately.
That says a lot about it.
That's how boring it is.
No, it's just because I've seen it before. I just put it on so it's background noise. I'm not going to get interested in the episode.
Fair enough.
She's hooked on it now. She's watching it. She's like, no, I missed this part. You got to go back and watch it. I'm like,
see, okay. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. It was just something that I could watch.
It's definitely a show where the older episodes, the older seasons, are harder than the newer. But they're not new, but the later ones are definitely a bit easier to watch. But yeah, it's definitely a humour where you either enjoy it or you don't. There is no really in between.
I do find it funny how George's fiance, they're like, we don't like her and she's not going very well with the crowd, so let's just kill her off by her licking envelopes.
It's stupid, but it worked.
Apparently it was back behind the set, she was an annoyance to work with or some shit.
Well, I think so, because she started out quite prominent and then quite quickly just disappeared into the background, was just there. So
okay. We might as well jump straight into this and we'll just get it out of the way. Boys, it's time to describe the battle. Dun, 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 dun.
Zach won, Brock lost, move on.
It was great. I enjoyed it.
For those of you playing at home who don't know what we're talking about or you've just started following us on the show, Zach and Brock decided that it was time to have a Pokemon ETB battle.
You know the best. So Brock challenged me to this, by the way. So
did he? I didn't know that part of it.
He challenged me.
I did.
And the best part is Brock is still yet to win a Frantic Nerdcast challenge. Whether it be painting on our Pokemon cards, he still has a goose egg next to his name.
Now, also, for those of you playing at home who have just joined us, we do painting competitions every now and then. Brock hasn't won one yet.
I'm a strong second on most of them.
It is true.
Even in the two-leg races.
It is true. He's probably got the most accrued points, but outright wins, no. So, yeah, it was great.
It was close.
The smack talk definitely increased as it went on.
It was fun.
There was one round where it was a moral victory to me, I'm going to say. There were probably some better people that know Pokemon cards and rarities a bit more to say that actually know Brock's 2 Pokeball foil cards was better than my EX card, but we're just going with it. So it was a moral victory for me that round.
That's one of my issues with Pokemon cards. You look at cards, you're like, that card is fucking outstanding. Oh, it's worth 2 cents.
Yeah.
That card looks like a pile of shit. Oh, it's worth $1,000. Okay, yeah, cool. That makes sense.
Well, we were talking about this earlier. Most gold cards, which are the hyper rare, they're one of the rarest cards in the sets, and they're worth $10 compared to the other cards that are worth more.
It's so stupid.
When I got, because one of the first ones I got from Destin Rivals was the gold Crobat, or Team Rocket's Crobat EX or something. And when I checked that, it was $10 or $11. But I think that one, I was surprised when I had a look the other day, is actually going up a little bit. So it's a bit closer to 30.
Fair enough. Excellent. But yeah, so I think when we were doing the challenges, we weren't really going off monetary value because I think it was just whoever sort of won that round, the better pool. And we were both saying going to the last round, we just want someone to pull something definite. Yes. So it was a clear winner, not a, or maybe it's him. But yeah, it was definitely a clear winner, unfortunately, for Brock. I'll take the chocolates.
I'm glad that it was a clear winner, because otherwise it would have been like, oh, well, fuck, we're going to have to get another pack and do this again and do another pack and do it again.
No. I have to buy another pack. Oh, no.
Yeah, it was a very clear win. It was a very nice win, you bastard.
Yes, so I've opened the poster collection pack, so those videos will be coming out next week. But yeah, other than that, we've managed to pick up the Costco Prismatic bundle yesterday. So $99 at Costco got us an ETB and a booster bundle. So the booster bundle will be our next challenge, which will start next Wednesday.
And then that same day, I saw a dude on Facebook selling them for $100 more.
No,
$200 for $300.
$300.
Yeah,
there was someone
ridiculous.
for $300 about 10 minutes after that. There was one for $250.
That's probably about what the current market retail is on the second-hand market is. Because I looked up what the price of it was, and it was cheaper for you to go out and buy a Costco membership, buy the bundle, and you still come out half, like 50% in front.
Yeah.
So,
and then also we have one more competition coming up between the three of us, which is we've sent some cards away to get graded.
Oh, yes.
They
I was wondering what you were talking about.
I thought he was talking about another one. There's something else to talk about too, but yeah.
They still are getting graded currently. We are waiting for them to get back. I'm guessing they're getting inundated, but we've sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards away, I think it was.
I sent one.
Yeah, I think it was 6 cards we sent away.
I think you sent one, I sent 2.
And I sent 3.
Yep.
So we're going to play a game.
That's 3, not that. That's 3.
Yeah. we're gonna play a game. But once they arrive, we are not going to look at the grades.
No.
And we're all going to put our pick into what we think is each card's grade, and whoever gets the most correct wins all the cut. No, because my card's worth a lot more than anyone else's.
I'm down for this challenge because my card's not worth that much. So
yeah. One of my cards alone is worth $600. $600 US.
Yep.
So no. So we're going to do that, and then the winner gets the glory point, and Brock gets no glory points.
I don't care if I win or you win, as long as one of us wins.
Half.
Look, I'll be a strong second no matter fucking what.
So hopefully they'll be back within the next couple of weeks, and we'll do that on the show. We'll try and make it entertaining for people who listen via the podcast, but I don't know how the fuck you can do it. It's not going to be super entertaining.
Well, I didn't know if we were going to do it as a podcast or just as a separate video and upload it to YouTube maybe.
We'll do both.
We'll do both.
Yeah.
We'll do it on the podcast, and those people who are lazy and don't watch our show all the way through, we'll give you a TikTok of it.
Get the subscribe button hitting now, please.
Yeah.
We're only, I think, 6 subscribers away from the prize. So
nice.
I'll be revealing the prize in one of the videos coming up on my channel. It's there, scheduled, ready to go. So
Sweet.
yeah, check it out soon. It's coming.
And we also have the prize for when we get to 100 subscribers as well. So, but we're not telling you what that is. We just have to wait till we get there.
It's my goose egg.
That could go the wrong way.
Yeah.
And just before we move on from Pokemon, so the three of us also are collaborating with Vikings Collect, old Phil over in Perth, who Brock has been sending some cards away to help him. So we've collaborated on a Gundam video. We've hooked him into the world of Gundam TCG. He's hooked.
Spreads.
Welcome.
So if you haven't checked out, check out Viking Collect on Instagram, and you'll be seeing the 4 of us with a pack battle coming your way soon.
Indeed.
It's very nice. It is. Look, we've talked about it every week. Gundam is a great card game. Unfortunately, the scalpers have got their hands on it. Prices are fucking ridiculous. But
what is the price of a booster box at the moment?
Australian should be 180.
Yeah, should be 180.
Let me check.
Good games are selling them for 220.
220. They were, unless they went up.
So Tactica, which was a good game store, has just got them in stock, and I saw the price. I was like, I think that's really, really bad. I'll confirm in a moment.
So what, 170?
No, that'd be really, really good.
But reprints have been announced.
Yeah.
But most likely, reprints for set 1 won't be out until set 2 probably.
Yes, because set 2's December.
Yeah.
From memory, and then I think the set 1 reprint was hitting shelves. It was either January or February.
Yeah. But I mean, it's going to be just like Digimon. Like, it will calm the fuck down after like the 3rd set.
So if you want to make some money off your cards, do it now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, cards.
190, so not bad.
It's not bad.
I actually thought it was in the 200s, but
I don't need another booster box because I'm one card off the set and I've got plenty of playable cards.
So you do. You need that set.
I'll just buy the card. I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm not spending $190 on a box where I'm not going to get it.
He's got a purpose at Collecticon next week.
We're going to get a photo tomorrow of a fucking another booster box. This guy's going on board.
No. I'll probably buy a Star Wars booster before I buy that.
Well, you heard it here first. He's buying a Star Wars booster.
I said no, I probably would, but I'm not buying one because,
Archaven, if you see him in, let us know.
Yeah, and give me a discount. I want 15% off.
Oh, God.
Okay, so speaking of games,
yes.
let's segue into this. We're going to PAX.
I thought he was going to talk about the deck builders, but that's fine. We'll talk about that. Yes, we're going to PAX. So AJ and the team have secured a media pass. So we'll be down there. We're trying to twist Brock's arm to get him there.
Yeah, trying to. Probably not this year, but if I can be a little more prepared for next year,
we'll use you. If we get over 100 likes on this video, Brock's coming to PAX. You've heard it here first.
If we get 1,500 subscribers off this video,
Brock will move to Melbourne.
Brock will go into PAX.
Don't even suggest that because Shan would be all for it. Fuck, she would go in a heartbeat.
But yeah, so we're going into PAX. So this will be my first PAX. I've never been to a PAX before. Have you?
Yeah, no, I haven't.
No, I haven't either.
You have? Oh, I thought you might have. I've spoken to a few friends and they're like, "Oh my god, that's amazing. That's fantastic." Check out these food spots to eat. I'm like, I don't care about the food spots yet. I just want to hear about the gaming stuff.
Yeah.
I'm keen. Should be good fun to interact with some Melbourneites.
Yeah. Melbourne's great just as it is. And I've seen a lot of like video snippets and some talks around it and people who've gone and whatnot. Fucking all of them. Amazing time that they've had there. So pretty keen to hear.
My mate Sam's been a few times, and that was back when like League and Riot would have a bit of a presence there. I don't think they do anymore.
No, so now it's because it's been going for a few years now. It used to be just video games, pretty much, and now it's kind of a mixture of PAX and PAX Unplugged. Because in US they got PAX, which is just their main one, and then PAX Unplugged, which is just board games. So it's kind of a mixture of both of those together here.
Yep.
So you've got like a big card gaming area. Like I think it might have been last year they had a massive Lorcana set up, and then
I'll tell you what, if the fucking League of Legends shit is there, I'll be buying shit.
Well, that's October 10th, 11th, and 12th. So,
but that's one of the benefit of places like these, because if you get to places like this, sometimes they'll do like a pre-release type thing. It's like they'll take a batch of however many and say, hey. Come and get it. So Zach's going to come back with all the starters so we can play.
That's right. Yeah.
So my wife is coming. She's we're going to make sort of a sort of mini weekend of it. So she said she'll probably come for one of the days.
Yep.
Not both days that we'll be going there. So I'm just like, make sure that's the day that I don't spend everything.
Yes. So don't sell your return ticket.
We will be continuing to talk about this leading up to the event. It is on the 10th, 11th, and 12th of October in Melbourne at the Convention Centre. I think it is from memory. We are going to be going on the Friday and the Saturday, the 10th and the 11th. And we're just going to be walking around. We're going to be interviewing people, game developers, video gamers, cosplayers, anyone that wants to talk to us. We're happy to talk to us. If you're going, come and see us, and we'll give you stickers.
Business cards. I'm hoping to meet some of the Pokemon community I've interacted with on the Ripping PAX journey. So I'm hoping I can bump into some of them. So
excellent.
That'd be cool.
And we're going to be interviewing a whole heap of people and making a nice little sort of vlog style day 1, day 2-esque video. Obviously not uploading them that time because that's way too much effort. So it'll probably come out a week or two after the event. But it's going to be awesome fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
It's going to be good.
Brock's not.
He's got to
come.
I could smell the sauce from here.
Maybe you need to buy a lotto ticket tonight. Win the lottery. That'll get you to come.
In fairness, we had no intentions of going
until yesterday.
Like 2 days ago, they're like, "Hey, your media pass got accepted." I'm like, "Shit,"
because I'm pretty sure
got to go to Melbourne now.
I think.
Thank you, by the way,
because you did this last year as well. You're like, "Hey, I've put in for a media pass for this thing," and just we forgot about it.
Yeah, we didn't get one last year. This year, they're like, "Yeah, no, you got it," and I'm like.
Yeah, I put it straight in the calendar when I found out yesterday, and I've never got a quicker, more venomous message back from my wife. Why the fuck are you going to Melbourne? Don't stress, you're coming with me? Oh, that's fine then. So that was good. Her tune changed quite quickly. But Are there going to be like regular vendor stuff there as well? I'm assuming.
Yep. Yeah, there's vendors. There's miniature wargaming, card games, video game lounges. There's classic arcade lounges.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Heaps of stuff, yeah. And I've got big lounges that you can go sit down and play like 64s and SNESs and all that kind of stuff.
Lisa's going to hate it. I love it.
So if you see us, come talk to us. We'll keep talking about it leading up to the event, and we're looking so much forward to it. And thank you very much for PAX for giving us the media pass.
Yeah, legends.
Yeah, drop a comment if you guys are going, and we'll be keen to meet up with all our Frantic fans. So,
definitely.
I was going to say, while we're talking about that, we've got Collecticon coming up in Newcastle next weekend, I believe it is.
2 weeks? Oh, it might be next weekend, actually. Not this one coming, but the one after. So it's the 24th from memory.
Yeah. So I'll be there. I think AJ's popping in. Brock will probably pop in at some point.
Yeah. I'm hoping to get there. Might be in the afternoon, but we'll see how we go.
That's all good. But yeah, so I'm going there. I'm going there with the aim of buying the singles I need. Not probably all of them, but yeah, trying to buy the singles I need to at least get a giant
closer.
A giant step closer, I hope, to finishing Surging Sparks.
You know what's going to be just sour? You turn up and you say, Surging Sparks? No. Surging Sparks?
Oh,
no.
I'll be so upset. It's what I'm considering buying an early bird ticket for that reason. But yeah, so
I'd get on it because they usually go pretty quick.
I'm hoping that there should be enough there because I'm only starting to miss the bigger hits. So it's a few EXs and things missing. So I'm pretty sure I've got all the commons and uncommons bar maybe one or two. But obviously the bulk I'm missing is those more higher end cards. So I'm hoping that there'll be a few more there accessible, ready to get.
So the year before last, when we all went, it was a bit of a cluster. The time we went, I think we went a little bit later in the day. There was way too many people.
No, it was last year we went. It was last year, and yeah, it was a cluster. This year, like earlier this year, I went with Shan. We took the little one, not the pram this time. I think that made a massive difference, not having the pram. But also, we got there so the early bird tickets were sold out, and we got there at the next time slot. We just turned up, and it was straight in. But it seemed like there was still a lot of people there, but it was just much more easy flowing. It just didn't seem as... I think
AJ's... I did a questionnaire after the first one. They're like, well, because it was the first event. And they're like, And I sent them a message saying, like, look, it was a clusterfuck to get around, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, way too much Pokemon. You need more diversity. In your stores and stuff. Otherwise, people just aren't going to come back because it's just Pokemon, blah, blah, blah. And she sent a message back, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah.
I don't think there was as much diversity. I think there was still a lot of Pokemon, but I think they did better at spreading it out. So because they spread it out, it wasn't like one aisle with 400 people that you couldn't get through. And because of that, it was better, in my opinion. Yeah,
my biggest issue was just... And it's kind of hard to do it in the space I had, but just like the aisles, because if it was just single direction, then it would have that flow and you could get there. So obviously, when you got out of the aisle, you could then go choose your aisle you wanted to go to, sort of thing. But yeah, I think that would help sort of curve and put a flow to people, so there's not everyone going every which way.
I mean, they won't do that, but it would be nice.
Yeah. But anyway, I'll be going there, so it should be fun.
Yep. Again, say hello if you see us. Wave, shout. Yell, we'll listen, we'll answer. We'll
say, oi, fuckers.
We'll give you a stickers.
We'll probably respond better to that than if you say our names because we won't know.
Yeah, we respond to fuckers more often.
Oi, fuckers, names. Give me some stickers, eh?
You just see 50 people turn towards them.
All right. On to our next subject, which is deck builders. Let's get some board game chattage in here.
Let's.
So deck builders. Now, if you have never played a deck builder before, what is a deck builder?
It's where you build a deck.
You're the one that should be answering that question. So basically, it's you start off with a base deck of very simple cards, and as you go around, you buy additional cards that power up your deck, so you can eventually win the end goal, whatever that goal might be, because it changes depending on the game.
That's a very good description. Very nicely done. You start with a shit deck, and you build your deck up to a nice deck, and win the game. Usually, it's via whoever gets the most points, all that kind of stuff.
I did last week some fucking how in the Batman. I don't know. It was a Batman deck, a DC deck builder.
Arkham Asylum. Yeah.
Yeah. I took over for AJ halfway through as he turned into a Chinese sweatshop building our making our shirts, and not knowing, I'd somehow just walked into the points and just kept raking them in. It was fantastic.
Sometimes with those games, you can buy cards and just think you're doing well with cards, and you just aren't.
Yeah.
And that was me last week.
But it's the same thing as any like trading card game you're playing as well. Like if you don't pull the right card at the right time, it doesn't matter.
So basically, the first one of the one that is credited as being the first deck builder is called Dominion. I think it was 2008. It came out. Yeah, so it's credited as being the first deck builder. There was a game that I think it was Warcraft board game. I think it might have been that. It came out like a year before, and it had deck building mechanics in it, but it wasn't a game based around that.
Right.
Dominion was the first game that was based around it.
So they've probably seen that little part and gone, ooh, we like that.
Pretty much, yeah. That's usually what happens with most games. People are like, I love that mechanic. I'm going to make an entire game about that mechanic. And Dominion did it really well. And Dominion is, so basically you get your deck of shitty cards, which I haven't played Dominion in a long time. I think it's 6 and 4, 6 cards that are good, 4 that are just deck filler kind of things. And then out on the table, it has all the cards that are available for purchase.
Okay, yep.
And that's one form of a deck builder, and you'll play until X amount of piles have run empty.
That seems to be very typical with your Japanese base games.
I was going to say, that sounds a bit like Dynamite Nurses.
Yeah, that's one form, and that's, like you said, like the Japanese style ones. It has the open-handed cards to purchase from. Then you have your secondary one, which came out with, I think it might have been Ascension was the first one to do this. And Ascension was developed, I may be wrong on this, but developed by ex-Magic the Gathering players.
Okay.
And essentially they wanted to make it more of a TCG feel. And they also created it created the line, which was you have a big deck of cards that are shuffled and you flip 5 of them over and they're your cards you can purchase from. And then at the end of your turn, that pile will refill. And so there's always new cards to buy from the shop kind of thing. And you are essentially playing for points, killing monsters, and you're getting crystals and you're getting points. And then another one of the big deck builder stylings is Marvel Legendary. So Marvel Legendary, very similar to the Row version of Ascension, and which was later picked up by Cryptozoics deck builders, is you have 5 cards come out to buy your heroes, but they refill automatically, and the deck is actually created from X amount of heroes that you want. So at the start of the game, you'll agree of let's play Iron Man, Hawkeye, Black Widow, blah blah blah, and you take those 5 characters you've picked and you shuffle them all into a deck. And then that's the deck that you're buying from.
Right. So each one of those characters has a deck that gets shuffled into a master deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it also has a villain deck that came in, which has its own row, and they flip over, and that's what you're trying to beat, these villains in this master scheme.
Does each hero have a villain?
No.
So it's sort of like
you're picking like I think you have to. It depends on the difficulty, but you got to pick might be you pick a big main villain and then 2 like minion decks that you mix together.
We've played this, haven't we?
Yeah. And then they brought out.
There's a few varieties of them. Yeah.
And then they brought out Legendary Encounters, which is aliens, predators, a predator, firefly, Big Trouble in Little Tokyo, all that kind of stuff. And essentially, what that does, it takes the top row and makes it more story driven. So you have like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3 for aliens, and that's movie 1, movie 2, movie 3.
Nice.
Yeah, the Harry Potter one does the same sort of thing in that regard. It's you play book 1, you've got the book 1 villains. You beat that, you go into book 2, you play the book 2 villains, and
so they've more or less brought a campaign into your deck building play.
Yeah,
and then after that, another one who kind of reinvented the deck builder was Ascension. They created Ascension Inferno and Ascension Tactics. So Ascension Tactics is essentially the Ascension game, but then they've created a miniature war game out of it. So it's like an arena miniature war game, and it is, to me, unfortunately, they killed their original game because this is so much better. And it's, essentially you use your cards. Your combat allows you to activate your minions on the pitch, and you can move around killing other minions, and that's how you score goals, by controlling certain things and stuff like that. And it's a fantastic game.
I've played it a couple times, and it's really fun.
So I thought I'd go through a couple of my personal favorite deck builders and ones that I highly recommend to people. And most of these you can get. It's hard. Sometimes they go out of
except my most favorite one.
So Marvel Legendary, I mentioned that. It is a fantastic game, super easy to play, lots of expansions. I'm talking like upwards of the 30 expansion pack kind of thing.
See, sometimes I think that's really good, and sometimes I think that's a bit like,
Yeah, it's. I think there's like 6 big box expansions, and there's like little box expansions and stuff like that.
I think the hard part with those types of things is if you aren't in the game already. So if you aren't in the game already and you look at it and you think, holy shit, look at all of this stuff I have to buy to play the game, if you know what I mean. Whereas you don't. You just need the
start
base.
and it's just the one each time. Yeah,
exactly.
See, like without getting off topic, Zombicide was another one of those things where like every month it seemed to be there's a new Zombicide expansion coming up. It's like, oh, let's get. No, you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, Marvel Legendary. The options I would say get the base set. Obviously, it comes with a player board, comes with a heap of heroes to play with, villains, and you can just play that honestly, and you can play that for so long. There also is Legendary Villains, which was their second starter set, and essentially you're playing as like the villains, like Magneto, etc., and you're fighting the heroes. They're fully compatible, and then there's a shitload of expansions. Get whatever expansions you want. Then there are in the encounter world. There are the Alien and Predator versions. They are sensational, really good fun to play. I've got the Predator one. I had the Firefly one. I got rid of it. The art is
silly.
So bad. No, the art is fucking atrocious. Like, it is super well known that the art in this game is so fucking
still,
bad.
Does that sound like AJ giving away a board game?
I sold quite a lot of them, but no, Firefly game's not good. Then we're going to jump into the Cryptozoic deck builders. Now, Cryptozoic are probably the easiest to get, I would say, in my opinion. Mainly the DC deck builders. There are a shit ton. You can get every single one of them still.
Yep.
The newest one I got delivered via Kickstarter, so it should be out in the store soon, and that is Arkham Asylum. Was it Arkham Asylum?
Yeah,
Arkham Asylum. So you're playing as the villains. And then there's also like Justice League Dark, Teen Titans, Green Lantern.
Question: what makes a deck builder Cryptozoic?
That is the company that releases it.
Oh, okay. Yep. Fair enough.
And then they've also got off DC ones. So Street Fighter, they've got Rick and Morty, My Little Pony, I think they might have. I know. And then there's the Lord of the Rings ones, which are out of print. They were sensational, really good fun to play. If you want to get them, they cost a little bit.
It's one of the things that Cryptozoic I think are getting better at, because their base DC deck builder, it got very stale. So what they've done over the last few years is they've brought in new mechanics to allow the
each set has different mechanics.
Exactly. It either some of them build on the old, some of them change some of the ways that things occur, so they don't get too rule heavy. Cryptozoic are really smashing that out. Of the park now.
The Arkham Asylum one had the bribe mechanic, so that way you could buy them by exchanging victory points.
I really liked the bribe mechanic. It was really good.
Yeah, because I came halfway through, I didn't quite understand it fully, so I was like, I'm just going to ignore that mechanic.
Yeah.
But like once I sort of got my head around it, I was like, actually, that's quite a good thing. It's the risk reward of giving victory points, but you get the cards you need then. So
that was basically the introduction of a mechanic which we hadn't seen before. So you've got your cards out in front of you. You can purchase those cards and then you can play them during your next turn. Whereas if you're going to bribe cards, you can only bribe certain ones if they've got it written on the card. You can utilize that card during that turn by spending victory points.
Yep.
And that's a new mechanic that was really cool, where it's like short-term loss, long-term game, or is it short-term loss and you just lose? So it was really cool.
And then Cryptozoic also have the rival games. So that is the deck builder version, the same game, but they've made it a 2-player game. And
I think I've seen you guys play one of these, I think.
So basically they've made it so that each pack, you buy the DC Rivals pack, there's 4 of them, comes with a hero and a villain. So the first one was Batman Joker, there is Shazam Black Adam, Green Lantern Sinestro, and
I can't remember what the 4th one is.
It might be Superman and Lex, maybe? Or that's just been announced. One of the two.
Can't remember.
But it comes with 2 decks, and you can mix and match them. So you could play as Black Adam, and I could play as Batman, kind of thing, and mix them together. And they come with like X amount of cards for the middle row, you shuffle them together, and you've got multiple heroes. And when you play a card, you either say at the start of your turn, I'm buying or I'm attacking you. And that dictates what powers activate on your cards.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's again expanding on the fact that they're doing different mechanics and shifting the way that the game plays so that it doesn't get stale. And you can play through all of these different versions, and there's enough of a change between the two to make it fresh when you play it again, which is really good.
Really, really fun 2-player game. They really nailed the 2-player aspect
100%.
in Very, very well done. The next one is probably, in my opinion, the easiest to get into. This is like your starter deck builder, and that is Star Realms. And this game was developed by Magic the Gathering World Champions.
Yeah, you've spoken to this one before, I think.
Yeah. It's super easy. Like when it first came out, it came in a box, like just a normal deck box, but double the size because it had a lot of cards in it. Super easy to play. It follows the same sort of concept as Cryptozoic ones, where it's 5 cards out, you buy a card, gets replaced. Cards go into your discard pile, shuffle your deck eventually, and play cards. It introduces bases. So you have 2 types of bases. You have fully shielded or just random bases. Fully shielded means the opposing player can't attack you until that base is destroyed. And the purpose of this game is very Magic the Gathering-esque of you have 50 life points, you're trying to destroy your opponent.
Yeah.
Super easy to play. Lots of expansions galore, multiple starter sets. That's one cool thing. I think there's like 5 different starter sets you can get. And then they also took that and they went, this is really successful. Let's make a fantasy version of it. They created Hero Realms.
Yep.
Fantastic. Yep. Buy one of any of the starter sets, but I would also recommend buying the Hero Packs. So the Hero Packs, what it does is in your normal game, you get your cards, which is your 7 buy cards and like 3 attack cards or whatever it is. I think it's 8 and 2 actually in Star Realms. The Hero Packs actually give you a character to play as, which gives you an ability from memory, but also gives you different cards to start the game with, which is really cool. And it changes the game heaps, but I highly recommend it. Then you've also got 2 other games. Brass Empire, which is harder to find because it was a Kickstarter game, but it is really good fun. You play as like essentially miners and you're trying to mine crystals and attack. Cool. Has two rows to buy from with 2 different types of resources. Okay. So you can buy from A with that resource and B from that resource kind of stuff. Really different mechanic. Eminent Domain. This one I thoroughly love and wish I could play more. Has 3 big box, 3 expansions. All of them add awesome amounts of stuff to it. And essentially, in the base game, everyone starts with the same cards. You'll have, there's like multiple, there's like warfare, so you can try and take over planets with war. Yep. Colonize, so you can try and colonize planets. Trade, so you're trading resources. And political and something else, I think, from memory.
Why do I feel like we have played
You've probably played it. But essentially, when I play a card, so I'm going to say like, you know what, I'm going warfare, and I'm going to play all the warfare cards from my hand. And so I might play 3 of them. That gives me 3 attacks. So I can attack a planet with 3 warfare. Everyone else at the table gets to go, I'm going to follow. And they can play theirs, but they get like a follow ability on the cards, which is weaker, but still lets them do stuff on their turn. Sure. So you never just, because a lot of deck builders sometimes have that problem of no interaction. So each person's essentially playing their own game. This is like full interaction. So the whole time you're doing something, everyone else can follow what you're doing, all that kind of stuff. Really good fun game. Expansions add a lot to it. I recommend all of them. Dominion, we've said, lots of expansions, good fun. I don't really play it that much because I feel like it's a pretty out-of-date deck builder. Tentacoro. Tentacoro is my probably second favorite deck builder. The only issue is it doesn't come out enough because you can't really play it in public because it is covered in anime.
Japanese
spoken about this one before.
It is covered in waifus. It is a fantastic deck builder. It's really, really good. Essentially, you're trying to hire maids and then put maids into your private quarters, and that's basically the game.
So is that very different to Dynamite Nurses, or is it the same thing?
Very different. Very different game. Yeah. Very different game. They look very similar, but very different game.
I was say, is it just like a different cover sort of thing? From maids to nurses, but
it's phenomenal. There's 5 games of it. You can mix all the cards up. And there's also a video game version of it on Steam, which is also for Star Realms, Hero Realms, Dominion, and I think
Glitch.
that's it. And Ascension as well. And Ascension. So also you mentioned it, Dynamite Nurse. Dynamite Nurse is a really fun one where your player is a hospital, and you have hunters, fantasy. What are they called? Dungeon delvers going in, and you're trying.
The D&D group come out of the dungeon and they're worse for wear, and we need to help them.
And you need to help them, and potentially you become the Dynamite Nurse, who's the person who kills the most people. And that was Zach last time we played.
It wasn't due to my efforts. I was definitely hamstrung by my colleagues here. But
it's a really good fun game because you get to pick on other people by putting. You get to like a person comes out of the dungeon. You're like, Zach can deal with that one. And you put his colour on it. Yeah. And then when it eventually moves down a thing, it gets into the ambulance and heads to his hospital. And if his hospital full, people start dying. Really good fun. The only issue with it is a minimum three-player game, which can sometimes be hard to get to the table.
So, yeah, as I say, my only issue with that is if for a new person playing for the first time, it can be overwhelming because
it's a very simple game, but it's one of those ones that's very rule heavy.
But it's just because it's got it's the open sort of deck, so all the cards you can buy out there are like, fuck, I've got to know what these 42 cards whatever is do, so I know what I want to buy and what I want to get to. So that's where it can be a bit off-putting for the first time. I've played a few times.
That's why Ascension and like Star Realms and stuff like that are much simpler. And like Star Realms in particular, because it's just symbols really. It's just attack and buy.
Yeah.
My only sort of other minor issue with some of them is just sometimes the win conditions can be a bit out there and tricky to sort of figure out. But it's one of those things where once you've played it a few times, you understand it. But every deck builder has that different win condition. So it's not something like you can play this one and understand it quite well, and then move into the next one. It'll have a very different win condition. You've got to play a different way.
Yeah.
So,
and then there's also not Barbarossa, that's Gundam. Barbarossa. Gundam's on my head. Barbarossa is another Japanime Games one, which is Tenokoro Dynamite Nurse. And essentially it is a alternate World War sort of game where you are playing as the Germans.
The Germans.
And you are trying to attack people essentially during war. And
that's not what the Germans do.
And you are trying to, the goal of the game is to take over different regions.
Yeah.
And eventually, same as the DC one, you have different levels, and they're all sitting on the top. One's destroyed, the next one's revealed, etc. And you're trying to get the most points by doing that.
Pretty sure we played this on Tabletop Simulator.
And we played it multiple times.
Oh, well, there you go. We've done both.
I don't think I've played this one, but yeah.
This was good fun.
It has a female version of the H word person, you know, which is a little sexualized. It's very...
Well, it's a Japanese game. If there's not sexual...
Some of the characters, you look at it and you're like, how do you not have back problems? And this is probably one of the most over-the-top games in art I have seen in a while, but it's a very fun game. You can get a real... they released a version where it's like actual archive photos instead of sexualized female versions of people at war.
Fair enough. I say, and then there are the spin-offs to deck builders, which are the dice builder games, which I'm assuming I've only played one of them once, but do they follow the same mechanics just with dice rather than
basically? Yep.
Yeah.
Not as popular, but they are.
I don't mind because it's a bit different and like it's a bit more luck involved because you're rolling the dice rather than just waiting for that card, like that sort of thing.
Yeah. So. Then we've also have the Transformers deck builder, which is one of the newer ones that we played. It's really good fun. They kind of board gamified it a little bit, where you have. The cards you're buying are actually sitting out in a grid on the table, but it's like each part of the grid is a deck, and when you buy that card, it flips the next one over. And then eventually baddies are hiding in there somewhere, and every time you flip one, it could be a baddie that comes out, and you have to try and do schemes and stuff and stop them from punching you. I was very surprised at how much I enjoyed it. Okay. Really good fun solo as well.
Okay.
I only bought it because Amazon had it for like fucking $30 one day. Right. I was like, I love Transformers, so I've got Optimus Prime on my arm. I'll buy the shit out of this, and I bought it, and then I
think you went looking for it. It was just 3/4 that was on sale.
No, since then I've bought most of the expansions for it. Which is really
naturally
good. And then my favorite deck builder. This is the last one, and this one is out of print, very hard to get, and probably very expensive. And that is the Blood Bowl card game. So most people, you may not think this is a deck builder, but it is very much a deck builder. You've talked about it a lot.
I've never played it.
It is
so good.
It is a sensational game. So basically, you pick a faction. So in the base game, it was 2 divisions, and each division, so you had like 3 teams per division or something. You pick that team, you take their deck, and then you shuffle it up and you draw cards, and it'll have different players in it. And then 3 pitches get dealt out, and then like a Blood Bowl game, like a big main event game gets flipped out.
So it's called Blood Bowl Team Manager? Is that
Team Manager, that's the one. And on your turn, you're like, okay, I'm going to play this person here. And each place has a ball on it, and potentially your player has little symbols at the top. One might be tackle, it might have a ball, and it might have a sprint. So essentially the ball moves the ball, however many balls you have. And then the tackles the other players. And when cards get tackled, they go sideways. And they have different stats on them. So they might have a strength of 6 here, and tackle it, they've got a strength of 2.
Yeah.
Once everyone's played all their cards from their hand, You tally up who's got the most points at each location. That player wins those points. Boom, 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 boom. Goes through, gives you X amount of points. And then at the end of that round, depending on which cards you've won, it might allow you to buy new cards. So you can buy star players that you can add to your deck, shuffle your deck up, bring them out, and I think you play like 3 or 4 rounds or something like that. 5 rounds, maybe it was. Yeah, 5 rounds.
It was definitely more than 3.
Yeah, 5 rounds, and it is such a good game. Such a good game. So it is so much fun.
Couple of just quick looks on eBay and whatnot as
I'm
Blood Bowl team manager. So I got one that's 166.73 pre-owned. It looks a bit how you going. 535 pre-owned, 275 pre-owned. So it's depending on where you get it from, or at least who's selling it.
Yeah. So I have, because this is for obviously Games Workshop IP, and this is when they were with Fantasy Flight Games, and Fantasy Flight they split up. They had a breakup, and I personally and a lot of the people in the community believe it was because Fantasy Flight Games were releasing the Star Wars Legion miniature game.
Makes sense. GW very protective of their...
No, that's our market, motherfucker. So they broke up and lost all their IPs.
Pre-owned for $100 with this Sudden Death expansion.
Oh, that's one of the 3 expansions I think there were.
Probably missing the most important piece or something.
And
complete pre-owned for $45.
Oh, get on it, mate.
US.
Great game, so much fun, and I've also found some fan-made teams that players have done all the artwork for, and essentially made every team that is actually out in the miniature game. So I'm probably going to get them all printed, and so I've got a metric fuck ton of teams for it. It's awesome. And then one last honorable mention, only because I have it and it's extremely rare, and that is the Gundam deck builder game. It's very rare. It was only released in Japan, so it's not in English. It is it's Dominion. It's Dominion with Gundam slapped on it.
I reckon that could be a new record of how long it's taken me to mention Gundam.
And I did when I said Barbarossa.
I was going to say you said it a few
times. But yeah, I have that, and I literally only bought it because I love Gundam, and I was like, I need this in my life. And it took me nearly a year to find a copy, and I got it from some dude in America, and it cost way too much money. And I got it, and then once I got it, I translated, used Google Images and stuff and my Photoshop skills and whatnot, and translated all of the rule book into English, reprinted it all, and then translated all the cards and made little slip-ins for the sleeves to slip them in, so it's in English, so you can actually play it if you want. But it's Dominion.
Why have we never played this then?
Because you wreck it.
I'm not Caden. Calm down. No, Blood Bowl would be sick if we could get that. That'd be a game I'd love to take to CanCon, but I'll be missing that this year. So
yeah, it's a fantastic game. But yeah, so that is board games. That's where we're at with that. Deck builders, should I say?
I'm trying to think. We played a game recently. I can't remember if it was on person or TCG. I think it was on person, and I also can't remember if it was a deck builder. But it was the one where we had like our own little characters and things like that. Like someone was like a frost witch.
You are talking quite possibly 99% of games, right?
Yeah,
there.
never mind. We'll move on.
Someone was a frost witch?
Someone was like a frost, and someone was like an archer and an assassin, and like we had like the big sort of card, and we could level things up on those cards. And I think it must have been on TTS we played it. So it was a while ago now. So I'm just going to stop talking. I'll go back and remember it, and I'll come back. He's
still mentioning like 90% of games right now.
I'll need more. I'll need more time to think.
What do we got next?
Something.
I read Why, or the Why Man.
Yeah. Why the Last Man.
Yeah.
Why the Last Man?
I read both volumes last night.
Pause. The Last Man.
Yes.
You read both last night?
Volume 1 and 2, because I asked last night, Brock said we had to read, we spoke about Volume 1 last week. I didn't think we did. I thought AJ just mentioned that
we were going to. We didn't actually speak about the issue or anything like that.
My last week's a blur.
So I'm ahead. I've read Volume 2. So
we're talking about Volume 1 tonight.
That's fine. I read that too.
Unless you've read Volume 2 as well.
My last week is a blur.
Okay.
Even if I had read it, I haven't read it.
I enjoyed it.
So Why the Last Man? Essentially, the basic story for those of you playing at home is one day, world's happening as normal, and then all of a sudden, anything with a Y chromosome
that's a mammal
gone, except for one man and his monkey. For some reason, we don't know.
Yorick and ampersand.
Yeah, and and his mum is a counsellor,
a senator.
His sister is a paramedic, and
His girlfriend is a
in
gallivanter.
In Australia.
In Australia.
Just hanging out.
She in Australia walking around the outback in swimmers.
What was great is the constant through the first book of, my fiance, kind of.
Yeah, so I quite enjoyed the start, obviously leading up to the big shockwave of every man dying, like everyone going about like those individual storylines, obviously then coming back in. So
I like how
that was pretty
well
cool.
done.
Yeah, so and how they tied everything into it, so it was pretty cool. And yeah, just there was no sort of lead up to it. It was just yep, dead. Everyone dead.
You know what I quite enjoyed, which was really smart, and there was this one panel, Yorick's talking to a couple of girls, and when he's talking to them, he mentions his sister, and he says something like, "Oh yeah, my sister and her." Oh shit! I didn't even think of that. And then it kind of makes you stop on the panel. And you're like, shit! Like this is going to continue to evolve in that way, and like be like sudden realizations of things that have happened outside that you're going to continue to learn, even though you know it's happened, but you just don't consider the ramifications of it. I thought that was really well done.
The end of one or the start of two, but yeah, there's another part where they go. He's leaving on his mission to repopulate mankind, and comes across the obelisk. What's the obelisk called?
That's the first one where he meets the Amazons.
What's that called?
I don't know.
It's in Spider-Man where he's flying around.
The Washington Monument.
Yeah. So they're all there and like everyone's like paying tribute to their men and stuff because it's a giant phallic symbol. And he's like, they're talking about rock and roll. Like, oh yeah, the rest of the Beatles died.
Yeah.
And the Who died. And like the Rolling Stones are dead. Like, it's just like.
So if you're not reading along with us, essentially he walks around in like a gas mask and like a big raincoat so people don't realize he's a male.
And he gets away with it because when it first happened, everyone just thought that it was some sort of chemical or gas warfare attack and whatnot. So it's very reasonable.
But also when people do see him as a male, sometimes they're like, oh, you're just post-op.
Because at the start there are a lot of males that survived, but they were obviously born a woman and transitioned across.
Yeah. So and then like the Amazons come into it. So the women who believe all the men deserve to die. Women that should have ruled the world and stuff, and they all burn off or cut.
Cut off.
I think it's a combination of both. Like I think in historical terms they cut off, but it was mentioned here that people had burnt them off to
essentially burn off one of their breasts to
fire the bow and arrow.
An Amazon, but in history is so they could fire bow and arrows. And they're essentially just fucking people up and trying to take over everything.
Pretty much.
Art style. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
It was not wowing, so to speak, but it was just, I think because the storyline was so good that you just kind of, it just worked. I think, but I haven't seen any panels that have really drawn me in unless they've actually had the dialogue to go with it.
The panels that have sort of drawn me in more really aren't part of the story. It's like the arty pieces at the start or the end of, which I'm assuming are part of the comic covers or something. They're sort of had a bit more dynamism or whatever the fuck that word is than the actual story. But yeah, I think the illustrations have been not muted, but they've been understated and effective to match the situation, so they haven't been overpowering of the story. So after reading one trade back of 10 trade backs, what is your position on how much does this want to make you finish it?
I definitely want to keep reading, but I'm not going to... It's not something that I'm going to be like, oh, I cannot wait to read number 2. Like I read number 1 so that I'd read it to talk about it, and then I'm like, okay, sweet, I finished that. I'll get to number 2. Yeah. I wasn't like, right, let's get into number 2 right now.
Well, I read 1 and 2 last night, and it was an easy read. It wasn't by any means hard. As Brock said, I think it was something of a topic that was maybe a bit more interesting, like the Batman sort of thing and things that it had hooked me. And I'm like, oh my God, I want to read 3, I want to read 4. But it was a good storyline. It kept you engaged. It moved. You can tell there's going to be twists and turns and things like that. Like there's already, so you've got the Amazonians as one of the antagonists. You've got and then there's this secret sort of power working with a foreign state that's another antagonist that I'm sure will be revealed at some point down the line. So, and then obviously there's the mystery of what the fuck happened. So
I think that's one of the things is always going to be like, I want to keep reading is because I need to know what happened.
Yeah.
So definitely keep reading,
because
but just not like, fucking give me the next story now.
And I'm assuming the answer isn't one of the two main ones that was put forward to at the start. So at the start there was the the clone. So one of the scientists cloned her nephew, and as that clone was born, that's when all the men died. So she's thinking she broke Mother Nature and was out to to get her. And the other one is an ancient medallion that when it was the wearer of that was shot and killed, that's when it all happened. So and obviously it's sort of like a dystopian world, I guess, too. We should probably touch on the fact that all the men have died and like all the highways and things are clogged up. So even though there's cars and fuel abundance for everyone, they can't drive on the roads because it's full of like wrecked cars and stuff, because obviously all the men that were driving at the time died.
Old mate, the main guy runs into a chick driving a garbage truck, and she goes, "Oh, give us a hand, I'll help you split the money." And it turns out that she's picking up dead bodies. And so she's going around picking up dead bodies, and they give her money for it to pick up all the dead bodies and stuff. And because obviously, you think about it, every male died, which is, what is it, 55%, 60% of the population?
Like about 3 billion of the world just sort of died in an instant. So
yeah, you got to clean that mess up.
it can be stanky.
I also really like the fact that I like Yorick's character because he's a bit of a space cadet. Wants to just do it. Just wants to do his magic. He's a smart ass, but because he's of the very real understanding of, I am the last man, I need to help repopulate the earth. But he's like, all you women stay the fuck away from me. My fiance's over in Australia, who I've got kind of fiance is over in Australia. I got to go find her. I think that in itself is really well written from the writers. I actually didn't have a look at who the writers were. That's unlike me.
One of the things because I've read this before, and that's why I got you guys to read it, just because I loved it when I read it, and it was a long time ago that I read it. But I'd say rereading it's been fun. I get a really strong the Stand from it. Stephen King.
I don't think I've read
the movie. It's all the movies of how everyone on Earth just drops dead, and there's like a couple survivors and stuff. And it's a very religious one.
Sure.
And like they have to get Las Vegas is taken over essentially by the devil.
Oh, actually,
they remade it recently.
Yeah. No, I remember the old one. It was done over like a several piece.
Yeah, it was a 3-piece TV event.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, fucking sensation. The original one, sensation. The new one wasn't anyway near as good. But the original one was, and it was star-studded as fuck.
I remember being really, really intrigued in that one. And then the ending, I was kind of like, wait,
what? The head of God. It gets out of hand. It got very Stephen King.
Got very preachy or something towards the end as well.
It's very. Anyway. It reminds me, just because like the part where like most of the world dies and they're going to wander around desolate areas and stuff like that, and it reminded me of it.
That's fair, yeah.
But yeah, so Why the Last Man? First one down. We've got 9 to go. Do we want to read the next one, talk about next week, or would we like to kind of give it a break?
No, I think one a week, because I said we've probably talked more about it this week because we're setting it up and discussing it. So the next chats probably won't be as in depth. But I think we can do it weekly.
Yeah, I also think that the one a week's fine. It's just that my weeks are built.
That's fair enough. So if you are following along, find yourself a copy of Why the Last Man Trade Back number 2, and we will be reading that this week and talking about it next week.
Yes,
we will.
What else have we got?
There's a trailer.
Oh, there is a
teaser trailer.
That's right.
Before we talk about the trailer, well, put it up there because it's trailer related anyways. I went down a very little rabbit hole because I haven't looked at trailers in fucking ages. I didn't realize
there's some good movies coming out.
There's some good movies coming out, yeah. But one that I seen which caught me off guard a little bit was Avatar: Fire and Ash. I have no interest in the movie whatsoever.
This was before Fantastic Four for us.
I mean, it's the same movie. It's just that the first one was the tree people, then it was the water people, then it's the fire people, then I don't know, there'll be fucking space people or some shit.
Or the earthbenders.
Oh, who knows? But it is going to be visually fucking
visually stunning. And that's the thing. If you're going to watch it for that, you have to go to the movies to watch it.
Because I remember watching number 1 and
I haven't seen number 1.
Go watch it. It's worth a watch.
I've seen number 2, so apparently I've seen number 1.
Yeah, that's fair. Actually, don't bother with number 1.
Have you seen Fern Gully?
Yeah, that
then
too.
You've seen the first one.
And I mean, it will be number 1. Number 3 will be the same as number 1 and 2, wrapped up a little bit. Except there might be a little bit more of like inner fighting between the people, the Na'vi or whatever they're called.
Well, as long as they have just a different antagonist, like it might.
It looks like they
might be the
will.
same thing, because that's what annoyed most people was We waited all this time for the second one to come out just for it to be the exact same bad guy we just beat, just in a new body. Like,
and I think that they didn't do anything visually to sort of keep people intrigued that way as well, from the first one to the second one, especially with the time difference.
Well, this one looks like it looks like there are human elements in it, but it's more tree people versus fire people.
Yes.
Which it looks like, yeah.
And that was the bit that intrigued me a little bit. Not enough to be excited, just intrigued.
Yeah.
I still can't get over in the second one where they have the big fight on the ship or whatever it is that's going down. All the water people are there, but none of them can dive down under the flames to get it. Like, there was a massive plot hole in that for me, that the tree people were able to dive down and do everything, but the water ones couldn't. I was like, that's just dumb.
Yeah, scared of fire.
I haven't seen it. So
scared of fire.
I did not bother because the first one I didn't like.
It's water. Dive under the fire like the tree people did.
Fire goes to the ground.
All right,
scared
let's
of
move on.
fire.
I will also, before we jump onto this one here, I will talk about another trailer that I saw that I wasn't 100% sure, like, what the fuck what's going on here? And then by the end I was like, I need to see this movie. And it's called Him. Stars Marlon Wayne and Tariq Withers, and directed by Justin Tipping. So it's essentially this young football suit prodigy, and he gets a call from Marlon Wayne's character, who's like an ex-pro, who's like the fucking the bee's knees of football.
Sure.
And says, come stay at my place, and I'll train you to make sure you are the best. And then it goes from him going to this fucking superstar football player's house to like an A24 fucking out there.
Oh, really?
Weird fest of like, every time you fumble a pass, we're going to launch this football into this dude's face and bloody his face up and stuff. And like, it gets fucking weird, man. Right. And I'm watching this trailer like, this is amazing. I cannot wait to watch this movie.
Yeah, okay.
It just looks fucking amazing. So yeah, watch the Him trailer, everyone.
I didn't watch the trailer.
I'm trying to comprehend the names in this movie with the pictures I can see. It's not comprehending.
Not working.
Like,
does not compute.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting watch.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting movie.
Like, does it come across as like dark and gritty as the images I'm looking at do, or like is it more?
It's very.
Is it
not along the same direction as The Substance, but it has that same feeling as The Substance.
Right, so there's no like lighthearted, because I'm reading a lot of lighthearted sort of entertainment names like Marlon Wayne's, Jordan Peele.
No, Marlon Wayne's like he's going to be a motherfucker in this movie, man.
It'll be very interesting.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get on to the trailer we're actually going to talk about, and that is this fucking masterpiece right behind me.
The One Piece
Season 2, baby. We got the trailer.
Coming to Netflix 2026. We don't have a date.
And then season 3 is they hyped it up in there that they must be starting to film it straight away, which they fucking have to.
They're probably already filming it.
Really, it's a 24. Like, it's really, you finish the season 2 and then have a week off and then start season 3, because otherwise they're never going to finish this fucking show.
They're
not going to do 4,000 shows like the fucking anime.
No. I understand that.
Well, I mean, this season they've already said which arcs they're doing.
But I understand. So this is basically the rest of the arc up until they get to Alabasta, by the sounds of it. So they'll touch on it. I highly doubt they'll finish the Alabasta arc in this one, but I'd say this will be the rest of the East Blue heading into the Red Line, the start of the water, not the water.
Did I get a screenshot of it?
Crocodile's fucking syndicate, the Broke Works. So it'll be the start of the Broke Works saga leading into Alabasta.
So it is going to be League Town.
Low Town. Yeah, so that's where
Reverse Mountain, Whiskey Peak, Little Garden, and Drum Island. Yeah,
so literally it's the last part of him before he heads to the Red Line, Grand Line. So that's where he meets Smoker, who he becomes sort of an antagonist the next bit. His dad saves him from that, and like that's where Gold Roger, the King of the Pirates, was killed. What'd you say the next one was?
Reverse Mountain.
So Reverse Mountain.
That's the giant?
No. Yeah, but it's also him then going up the waterfall. So it's a...
Yep.
Yeah, you got to go up there. So
that's when they meet the whale.
Yeah, and that's the entry to the Grand Line. And then did you say
Whiskey Peak?
Whiskey Peak is where they meet... that's Drum Island.
Oh.
So that's where you start.
Fuck, Chopper's not right till the end. Go.
So that's where you start to meet the Broke Works and things like that. So there's a few things that's leading into the Alabasta, and then Drum Island is where you meet Chopper and things like that.
So Little Guard. So Alabasta. When do we meet Blue Hair Chick?
Nico Robin.
Yeah,
that's Alabaster.
No, not Nico, because she's not Nico in this yet.
She's a Miss Sunday.
Miss Sunday, the blue-haired one, the one that rides the fucking animals that they.
Oh, that'll be in Whiskey Peak and Drum Island and things like that. Yeah. So what's the name? The Princess of Alabaster.
Yeah, so she's played by the chick from season 1 of Bridgerton. Yeah,
because as I cramp up.
God, the neckbeards have been having a whinge about her having dark skin.
Is it? I want to say, is it Joe Magnella that's playing Crocodile? Yeah. It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he's obviously the main antagonist of Alabaster, but he starts
Mr. O.
Yeah, Mr. O, who is Crocodile. Yeah.
So basically, all the talent. So all the neckbeards want to complain about actors' skin colors and blah blah blah. It's like that's not what it is in the anime. Oda-san, Oda-san pretty much handpicked every single actor that is in this show. So, I mean, he's the dude whose brain it came from. So he's allowed to say, this actor
nose
is
isn't fucking out here. Yeah. So, like, you're never going to, obviously, it's a fucking anime.
It's more the fact that the neckbeards have been whinging about the blue-haired chick, the fact that she's got dark skin.
She lives in the fucking desert.
Like, that's what all the other, it's like 50% people complaining, the other 50% going, she's from the desert. It makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, so like my biggest concern with the show is not. I think they're doing quite a good job adapting, shortening the story, but keeping the relevant points in and making the tweaks that they're doing. My biggest thing is it's Netflix. Are they going to fucking cut it after? It's a thing. If you're going to commit to things like this, the same thing we said with like Wheels of Time on Prime and things. If you're going to commit to a show like this, you know it's going to have like a decade of seasons in it. For something like this. Like if they're producing, even shrinking it down, you're still looking at 7 to 8 seasons.
Maybe they're going to fucking wrap it up. And we spoke last week about whatever their big next thing is going to be. Here we go.
Well, that's the thing. Like it's.
It won't be because it's like a very particular audience.
Yeah. But this thing, like you've got to give it time to breathe. Like the same with the Harry Potter series. You know that's minimum 7 to 8. Maximum 7 to 8 seasons. You can't,
that's also licensed to print money. Like,
I know that one is. I know that one is. But like, you can't commit to a show like that and then go, we're going to stop after 3 seasons. Like, if you're going to commit to it, you've got to commit to it.
But no, they don't care. It's money. Yeah. If the show's not making money, there is no reason to spend money on it. So just actually, who gives a fuck about people who watch on it? That does not matter.
It's not for the minority.
But other than that, it was a minute trailer. It was fantastic.
Yes. So let's actually talk about the trailer.
So I don't know One Piece, like the anime or the mangas, very well whatsoever. So in any case, it looks visually fucking stunning.
My biggest concern coming into this was, or one of my biggest concerns, I've said that a lot about this show.
You're up to about 9.
Yeah, I know. I'm invested in this show. Was like some of the the Devil Fruit powers coming to live action. Like the Luffy ones, they've actually done a pretty good job of making it not look comically stupid. Yeah. It's.
They have gotten an incredible blend of this is an anime made into a live action. The way that he was doing his gum powers, like the way that he was throwing his fists in the trailer looked fucking amazing.
Gatling,
but then the other thing that really stood out to me, which was an incredible adaptation of anime to live action, was when the smoker, whatever his name was, Smoker, when he turns around, just the 2 big fat cigars in his mouth, just turning around, just his look, I'm just like, that fucking works. It just works.
I'm very interested because as we're talking about gum powers, I'm very interested to see once they get up to like
the later ones.
Yeah, the later ones, like when he bites his finger and turns into the big fucking
like Gear 2 and stuff. Where Gear 3 where he starts to actually like inflate his body,
inflates his body and turns into like the big fucking buff top thing.
But even like very late on when he turns to Gear 4, where like that's
the God one, isn't it?
No, it's Gear 5. This is the version before, you know. Where he flies because he's actually just shooting his legs, like rebounding them up and forwards really fast, so it's like giving him thrusts. I'm like, how is that going to fucking translate into live action?
They will get it. If they're getting this stuff, they'll get that.
But yeah, as I said, it looks cool. They showed like the quick scene of Laboon. You see the whale. That looked really fucking cool. So,
which for those people who have not watched One Piece, that whale is kind of an important story beat later on.
Yeah, it links characters and things together. So, yeah, the first part was like, it's fucking irrelevant.
Yeah.
Then, like, for me, 300 episodes later, I was like, I remember that. so sad. But yeah, it looks good, looks visually stunning, and yeah, I said is over the top, but over the top in the right way, so it actually makes sense.
Like the fight scenes that you see, like we mentioned, Luffy throwing his arms and whatnot. But each one of the fight scenes, I think the main character's got like one little snippet. They all just looked, as you said, over the top, but perfectly choreographed, where they're doing like flips and fucking whatever kicks as they're going through, land in the superhero pose. You're just like, oh, that worked.
One of my favorite things though is thinking about scenes that are coming up, and I'm like, how are they going to do this in live action? Well, you got Sky P where they literally go up like a giant fucking reverse sort of whirlpool that takes them up into the sky, and then they're up in the air. Sanji, like I can see the character that plays Sanji's going to have like get used to acrobat belt things, because he's skywalk thing where he's like kicking the air and like jumping up that way. Like he'll have to get used to being like hauled around in the air. So.
I'm more interested by after they have the time skip about the outfit choices. And how they are going to translate to live action.
Yeah, because pre-time skip...
They won't.
Pre-time skip, everyone was actually rather modest.
Yes. And
Nami really developed in that 2-year time skip.
Everyone had either a breast job or puberty was good to them.
Puberty hit hard in the 2 time skip. So. But yeah, it looks good. I'm enjoying it. Lisa watched it and she enjoyed it. So if that's saying something.
No, I'm pretty excited for it. It's unfortunately a long wait, but
but that's my. I said go back to the concern of the time. Like
concern. So we're up to 11 now.
No, same one. I'm revisiting an old one. Season 1 was what, last year?
23.
So that's 2 years ago. So it's 3 years between season 1 and season 2. Yeah. They're gonna it won't make money because people will forget about it. Like it needs to be coming out a bit faster.
Which they might be worried that they might catch up to the end.
Oh, he's got jokes. We are condensing it that much that we have half a season and we are up to date.
Well, I mean, they've still got the new animated one coming out.
Yeah. When's that? I haven't heard anything about that in ages.
That was mentioned like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Are they just going to... Well, probably not, but are they going to start releasing it episodically or just go, here it is?
Oh, I don't know. Essentially, it's...
What do they do with Dragon Ball Z? Did they release it sort of episodically? Or did they just
episodically.
Because essentially it was what like Dragon Ball Kai was.
Well, they've kind of done past. So there's a like East Blue movie, and I think they've done a few more since then where they've done that sort of thing. And
all they may do, where they make a movie of the show and essentially just cut the show into a movie. They've done it with all the Gundam. Pretty much most of the Gundams have been turned into movies. Dragon Ball. Oh no, Dragon Ball's movies were actual
Dragon
movies.
Ball were movies, yeah.
But they weren't. They were canon to the series, but the series wasn't canon to them. Just like One Piece. The One Piece movies are canon to the series, but they're not canon to the...
Yeah, because usually or the filler ones are canon to... So like they'll finish a main one and then it was like you watch like 5 weeks of this random stuff going on and you go, oh, excellent, I'm going to get the fight scene, and then all of a sudden the series continues and you don't get a resolution because you've got to watch the movie like, huh? What? I'm confused.
Yeah.
So One Piece Season 2 coming out next year. Watch the trailer. It looks fantastic.
Tell you what this did get me thinking about, though, is I can't wait for the next League of Legends one to come out. Like, I'm excited to see another...
No, I'm not that excited for that one, unfortunately.
Yeah, no jinx. I don't care.
Well, I know that's for you.
I mean, first season, fucking amazing. Like, it was just incredible. Season 2... fell a bit short. Like, I really enjoyed it, but it just fell a bit short.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't season 1.
And then, so because of, like, as you said, like, no jinx, but I mean, just that interaction with those characters and how they carried it through, it's going to be... I'm interested to see what they do. I'm not excited for it.
In terms of character lore, they're actually some of the more bland characters, really. Like, there are some really cool characters that they can bring out and bring to life. So, like, in terms of trying to hook into a new character, that won't be hard because there are some really cool character concepts and laws that they could explore. So, it's just wait and see what they bring to life. I'd be keen for either one of the Hallowed Isles where it's like Viego, he's like mourning his dead wife, and so sort of like goes into like the ghost realm and sort of starts to deal with like the undead sort of things, or Bilgewater, which is like pirates. So that'd be cool.
Yeah, pirates are always fucking cool.
Yeah. They are.
Can't argue without pirates.
Go Pirates.
Anything else we want to talk about before we fuck off?
Does anyone have any screenshots?
I've got plenty of screenshots.
I had one that was interesting. I just can't
ones that are suitable for this podcast.
Okay.
I actually heard something sort of controversial. So Alan Tudyk has come out and said he wasn't mentioned in the lead-up sort of PR about iRobot because the audience was reacting better to his performance as Sonny than Will Smith as the main character.
Yeah, I believe it.
Oh, that's actually true, apparently.
It's Alan Tudyk's one that's come out.
Looks like the scalpers are back in full force. Avatar: The Last Airbender collection boxes for Magic the Gathering are already selling for $1,000 plus.
Ooh, fuck. Makes it hard for people to just enjoy it, doesn't it?
It's fucking ridiculous.
Did we talk about the fact that K-pop Demon Hunters are getting a trilogy last week?
We did, yes.
Cool. I have old ones in here still.
It is also...
might have been from the episode that wasn't episode.
It is now the second... it is now the second most watched show on Netflix.
Yeah, and
number one?
Red Notice.
And it's getting...
Ryan Reynolds on The Rock.
And it's getting... what the fuck's it? It's top of the charts.
It's everything. It's taken over.
It's number one. They're releasing an LP for it. And also it is getting a sing-along version. And also is getting a theatrical release for like 2 weeks or some shit.
I'll do another quick one then. Digimon brand new series coming October 5.
Saw that. But on the music track, Linkin Park are coming to Australia. Saturday, 14th March.
I'm not guarantee you they're not paying what they will be asking
so
for.
expensive. I seen them a long time ago, and they were fucking amazing when I seen them.
I'd like to see them with Emily up there. Yeah. I think it'd be just see how it goes.
I seen them in 2008.
And the other part, which goes against this show, that women reckon that men that watch anime is the most most biggest ick. But then the comeback was for women that watch anime are the most desirable for men to be with.
Who's up?
I'll go on. This will be most will be the last one. This is just a fun little fact. So Anna Kendrick, she directed a film about a serial killer guy that was based on a true story on a game dating show in the 70s or whatever it was.
I think I've seen something about this,
she donated all the profits from her directorial debut to victims advocacy groups. Anna Kendrick's first time behind the camera came with a big personal pledge. The actor and director told IndieWire she donated all profits from her film Woman of the Hour to RAIN and the National Center for Victims of Crime. She said she felt gross taking money from it. Yeah, so she donated all the money she made from it.
Good on her. Good on her. On a much more lighthearted note, 76% of this particular thing's followers, I'm definitely one of those 76%, think that Batman with the prep time could beat Godzilla.
I instantly went to ratings first of all. I was like, well, duh. Then I realised what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'll back it.
Yeah.
Let's dig a big hole.
No, he would just get on there and he'd plan for fucking other superheroes to take it out, and then he'd take the credit for it.
He'll sort it out.
Yeah, just bring Superman along.
He'll be sitting in his cave going, I did that.
That was me, motherfuckers. Because I'm Batman.
All right, let's end it on this. I've got a top 10 list for you to piece together. Who are the top 10 most iconic video game characters?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Number 5.
Mario.
1.
Pikachu.
2.
Bowser.
Nope. There is another Mario character in there. Mario related character.
Peach.
Nope. No, Luigi.
Oh. Nope.
No, I didn't think it would be Luigi. Maybe Yoshi.
Nope.
Wario.
Nope.
No.
Toad.
No. It's an animal.
Didn't we name
Donkey Kong?
Oh yeah, okay.
Fucking Mario.
That's not Mario. That's Donkey Kong.
Well, completely different games.
Today's world.
So what was the question again?
Top 10 most iconic video game characters.
Crash Bandicoot.
Nope. So you've said Mario, Pikachu, Sonic, and Donkey Kong so far.
Okay, maybe Samus. Maybe not. Kirby.
Nope. You're on the right track of something that eats a lot of things though, like the OG video
Pac-Man.
game. Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Yeah.
Halo. Master Chief.
Yep. 6.
I want to say Marcus Phoenix because I got to throw him out there from Gears of War. No. I didn't think he would be, but still.
Oh. Wait, what did you say?
Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War.
No, I'm thinking of God of War.
I was about to say God of War.
Kratos?
Yeah.
Kratos, is it?
Yep. So you're missing 2.
Missing 2.
One of them is definitely newer.
Okay.
AJ's the only one that went to the movies to see this one.
What'd you go to see?
Blocks.
Oh, Minecraft.
Oh,
Steve, yeah.
And the other one is my personal favourite. We've talked about the TV show coming for many years, Link.
Oh, yeah.
So it was...
of course, Zelda.
Yeah. Mario, Pikachu, Link... Oh, sorry, we missed one. Lara Croft, Sonic, Master Chief, Pac-Man, Kratos,
I'm actually
Donkey
playing
Kong, Steve.
Lara Croft. I'm playing Tomb Raider at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What, the old ones or the new ones?
One of the newer ones. I think
The new ones are really good.
It's The Adventures of Tomb Raider, I think it's called.
Can't remember what it was
Essentially, you're trying to find some hidden city in the snow. You get trapped and you go to bow and arrow.
I think that was the second one of the more recent ones.
They're
really
really
good.
fun. I'm enjoying it.
It's kind of like an open world RPG type thing, and it's really, really fun. With the story driven campaign.
Because I think I'll hit a wall with the Pokemon soon when I get past emulators and need to buy them on my Switch, which I probably won't spend $100 still on the Pokemon game. I'm looking at playing some other like cool single player games like that. So
that's fair enough.
And yeah, just to end, so this is probably the most accurate real life Pokemon evolutions you can see. So Michael Cera as Squirtle, Jesse Eisenberg as Warturtle, and Andy Samberg as Blastoise.
Yep, that's good. That's fantastic.
All right, that's me done.
All right. Well, that's about it. That's all we've got time for in this episode. So, yeah, don't forget we'll be at PAX coming up soon on the 10th and 11th of October. So a few more weeks away.
We'll be at Collecticon in a week and a half in Newcastle. So if you're local, come talk to us.
Other than that,
come yell at us.
Thank you very much for listening and or watching, and we will catch you next time on Frantic Nerdcast.
Stay frantic.
Cheers, guys.
Hey guys, thanks for listening to Frantic Nerdcast.
You can find all our latest news and information on Facebook or at franticnerdcast.com.
You can find us on Instagram at Frantic Nerdcast. Find AJ at Weird Art by AJ. Find Zach at Frantic Kaz and myself at Frantic Brock.
Please make sure to head over to our YouTube channel and subscribe for more YouTube-only content like Sequelize It and Plays Games.